In today's video, I'm going to tell you all the advantages of a top-loading fridge, as well as showing you a review of a unit by BougeRV that we're reviewing. What's up everybody, my name is Dan, welcome to Freely Roaming. So we've been traveling with a top-loading fridge for the last 6 or 7 years now. There are a bunch of things that we love about top-loading fridges, and there are more and more companies making them, and the quality is getting better and better with every one. So if you've been an RVer for a long time, you may be thinking, well, my RV doesn't come with a top-loading fridge. So what are the benefits of one? They're generally more efficient because they usually use a DC compressor fridge and they're better insulated. Another good reason is because when you open the fridge, if you open a front-loading fridge, the cold air tends to want to fall out directly through the door. Versus a top-loading fridge, the cold air stays inside. So you can open your fridge, close your fridge without having the compressor continue to run to keep it cold. The other nice thing about top-loading fridges is that they're usually portable, means that you don't have to use it just inside your camper. You can unplug it, take it out, you can plug it into a different outlet, use both AC or DC, and that makes it really convenient. And the last thing that we really like about top-loading fridges is that you can utilize every little bit of space in a top-loading fridge. Because gravity basically pulls everything down, you don't have to do this kind of balancing thing that you do with front-loading fridges. But that could also be the downside. And let me tell you a few downsides if you're on the fence about whether to go with a top-loading or a front-loading fridge. First of all, a top-loading fridge is less familiar to most people who have not used one before. Because household fridges, small apartment fridges, hotel fridges, they all tend to be front-loading fridges, versus a top-loading is gonna take a little bit of getting used to. And also because of all the stuff goes in from the top, the benefit is that you can use every little last space inside the fridge, but the downside is that it can be a little bit hard to find things that are buried on the bottom. And lastly, if you're installing a top-loading fridge into a camper, you have to leave the space above it clear so you can't build cabinets or anything above it. Unless of course you put it on some kind of drawer system that slides in and out. But generally speaking, you won't be able to utilize as much of the space above as storage. So with all that said, if you're considering a top-loading fridge, today we're going to review the BougeRV Aspen 50 Pro. It is a 53-quart dual-zone 12-volt fridge. And let me just tell you the dimensions and some specs. It is 28 inches deep, 16.2 inches wide, and 23.4 inches in height. So from the profile view, it's kind of a square, and the depth of the fridge is about a little over a foot. And what's cool about it is that it's got this built-in handle and wheels in the back, so you can actually move it around very easily, even though it weighs in at roughly 50 pounds. It's got a temperature range of -4 Fahrenheit to +68 Fahrenheit, and those are the settings that you can calibrate this to. And that is about -20 Celsius to +20 Celsius. It's a dual zone fridge, which means you can keep different temperature on one side versus the other side. So what's cool about this one is that you can actually have a dedicated freezer section, and that's really nice to have. You can plug in either using DC 12 volt or 24 volt, and you can also plug in using AC anywhere between 100 to 240 volts. And it consumes about 60 watts when it's on. And as most fridges, it cycles on and off, so it's not going to be constantly on all the time, so you won't be drawing a constant pull of 60 watts. And lastly, for the specs, it's roughly around 45 dB in the noise level, so it's very, very quiet. So I am actually in the town of Cusco, Peru, and I was not able to review this fridge myself, but again, my good friend Chris from Momentary Locals was able to receive this fridge for me and take it out on a trip. He was able to get some practical experience with this fridge, and I got him to review this for you. So without further ado, I'll let Chris take it over.
Thanks for that intro, Dan. Hey everyone, I'm here at our beautiful camp spot to dive into everything that the BougeRV Aspen 50 Pro portable refrigerator has to offer. Now let's dive into why this might be the ideal choice for your camping and overland adventures. The fridge comes out of the box with 2 different DC power adapters. One's a short length, about 18 inches. The other one's quite long, so if you have a run of cable, plug it into your camper and you want it to be closer to the fire, you've got that option. It also has an AC wall plug for at-home use. One of the things I like about the fridge is it's relatively quiet and it doesn't draw a whole lot of power. Even in ice drive mode, which puts your freezer in deep freeze, I've only seen it draw as much as 65 watts at peak use. BougeRV does offer a battery pack specifically for this fridge. In fact, this fridge also came with a mount for the battery pack. However, I couldn't find a lot of data on their website as to how long you can power this fridge with that battery. Of course, having that battery makes it truly portable. One of the biggest reasons I'm excited to use this fridge for our upcoming adventures is it features dual zone cooling. This allows for different temperature settings in its two pretty large compartments. It also has something called ice drive mode, which will put your fridge into deep freeze, allowing the temperature to go to -10 and really make anything frozen even colder. To the right of the digital controls, there's a USB-A port, which is perfect for charging smaller devices. Additional features include 2 interior LED lights, as well as removable baskets for easy loading and unloading. These certainly come in handy when the fridge is mounted or not easily transported. Speaking of, I like that the fridge comes with built-in mounting points at all 4 corners to strap it down. That's a nice design feature. Today was hot, over 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and while the Aspen Pro performed well, it was working real hard to keep everything cool and frozen. As with most compressor fridges that I've tested, you'll want to keep the items that should be the most cold at the bottom of the fridge, as temperatures can fluctuate between the top and bottom of the compartments. After spending some time with the BougeRV Aspen 50 Pro, I'm pretty impressed by the capabilities and its thoughtful features. It's clear that whether you're camping, tailgating, or just need some extra fridge space at home, this fridge has you covered. Keep in mind that if this size doesn't fit your needs, BougeRV offers the Aspen Pro in 2 other sizes. All 3 come with the long handle and wheels for easy transport to and from the campsite. Other options available for purchase include the previously mentioned battery pack and a protective jacket cover. Thanks for watching. I'm going to enjoy some ice cream while Dan gives his final thoughts. We'll see you on the road.
Thank you, Chris, for that great review of the Aspen 50 Pro by BougeRV. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about this fridge, feel free to ask them in the comments below. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.